These last 2 days, I'm telling you, I've learned so much. It's only proved a point I've always made. You don't really know how much somebody loves you until you're on a battlefield together. Because here's the deal. Can someone only love you when things are going well? Can someone's love for you trump a difficult moment that might be going on between the two of you? Or is that when the real one stands up? And that's the one that decides they want to cut you off or be covert. What happened to all the love then? Yeah, you don't really know if somebody really loves you until you get into the thick of something. And that's when you know. Because when people are in the fire...
You thought I was that I didn't have the girth that it was going to take to ride with you through.
Yeah, I didn't know if you would be willing to find the deep capacity to love me.
Yeah. How am I doing?
You're doing great.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Back again talking about the Jada and the Will situation. One day go away.
What the hell is going on?
No. Jada comes out with a new video where she speaks about, briefly about her situation with Will and talking about how you don't know love until you've been through something. So we're going to discuss this and discuss around it in terms of relationships. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. People, you already know about the minerals gang thing, you know what I mean? If you're a person who's brave, courageous, of valor, who's strong, and you want something to represent that strength, then grab onto the minerals hoodie. You understand? Come in different colors. You feel me? You got the minerals. You got the minerals. I get. All right, listen. Boom. Let's talk about it. So, watch the video where Jada obviously explained, that, you know what, you don't know someone's love and the depth of somebody's love until you've been through the thick of things and you've just gone through the major madness, etc., etc. And I want to agree with the statement first off.
Because here's the deal. Can someone only love you when things are going well? Can someone's love for you trump a difficult moment that might be going on between the two of you?
I agree. You don't know someone's love for you, the depth of it, until you're in the trenches and you realize, my God, the love that we have is so real, okay? But here's my thing. The love for you in this instance, okay, is the circumstances that we're talking about that is problematic, okay? Because it's problematic because there was a young boy involved, August Alsina, who was brought in as a son, not as a partner, and then ended up being in a relationship with Jada, and obviously then we see Will stating that I can love you through anything, right? And here's my thing, you know, just like the table, we didn't hear Jada's love for Will. Just like the table, I'm still trying to remember where she said that she was deeply in love with Will. I heard Will say, I said I can love you for anything, but I'm still not hearing Jada's words of how much she loves Will, how much she's willing to love Will through all the madness. I ain't heard that yet, and that's what concerns me. Because when you're speaking so boldly about how someone loves you, etc., etc., you're right. You won't know until you've gone through the situations. But I don't know about we don't know about how you feel. You've publicly aired how much you feel that Will or loves you, and I remember at the end of the video of their thing where he says, you know, Will asks, you know, I said I can love you for everything. How am I doing? He says, you know, doing an effing amazing job, right? But we're not hearing the sound of the echoes. Okay, just strictly, we're not hearing that sound of how much you love Will. So it looks a bit one-sided, and then this is where people feed into, because what their next thing is to say, so, you know, okay, that kind of proves the point that this relationship is really one-sided in terms of love. That maybe Will is just holding the relationship together. No wonder why he said that obviously he will let August Alsina and give him the blessings, etc., etc. Those why those kind of thoughts and words of people will start to come up, because what they're seeing is that you keep saying about how his love for you is transcending beyond all things, but we're not hearing the reverb from yourself. And for me, this shows that potentially, again, alleged, potentially, that, you know, the security of Will's love is why she's still there. You know, there's a security there. And when she was talking on the table, she talked about how this realization of the fact that obviously they had started working things out, etc., etc. And then the realization, obviously, the fact that, you know, Will was trying to love her through everything, right? But there's no revelation of the fact that my love for you was growing. I realized that I loved you differently. There was none of this kind of conversation that was from her side. Maybe they cut it out, I don't know. But we never heard that. And so therefore, one only goes to a conclusion that potentially there's more love on one side than it is on the other. Hence why I said to you in that when I said the video, I said the way that Will's reacting, the way he says transgression, the way that he says relationship, the way that he says, you know, I was never going to talk to you again, and then, you know, etc. and shift in his seat, and she goes, yeah, I know you would have never switched me again.
Love.
Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like the fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
I would agree.
No, but
And when you take those comments of, I know you would have never spoke to me again, I know this already, right? That, for me, is telling me that something that happened, okay, is so detrimental that him loving her, and I said this in the last video to you guys, I said to you guys, watch, the way she's saying what she's saying, it sounds as if she's been forgiven for something that was a complete betrayal of the trust. And she sounds like somebody who's been forgiven of so much. So now when she's come onto this video to say, she was on our Insta Live when she said this, about how, you know, you don't know someone's depth of their love until you go through a situation. All this, again, is further reinstating or surmising that the love that is being given is more from Will's side than it is from her side. And, you know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not cussing. I'm not saying that they're anything else apart from that. But I think it is interesting that was said.
Until you get into the thick of something. And that's when you know. Because when people are in the...
And I think it's just really interesting the way that she's even talking. It's very poetic. The tone is very, you know, you will never know how someone will feel about you until you enter the fire. It's very trying to almost sell me something. I'm not saying it's sell mode, but it's almost like you're trying to sell me on the fact that, listen, this is really deep. This is just profoundness. This is the waters of wells of deepness of conversation. I'm telling you right now. The depths of the truth. I'm telling you right now. But again, the words that you're actually saying are what we're taking. And so you never hear the thing about Will. So I don't know. This is a scary thing. I want to say this. Look, I had a dream about Will. And maybe I'll do another video about the dream thing. But I had a dream about Will. And that's what made me concerned myself. When I see my dreams, I just start thinking to myself, God, just protect that person. Protect that brother, boy. Protect him, boy. You know what I'm saying? Will, if you're watching this, I want to let you know, Jesus Christ is King. No matter what you're going through, the Lord, personal Savior, Jesus Christ, cannot, I'm not going to say change the situation, because he can if he needs to, but he wants to change your life, bro. He wants to change your outcome. He wants to change the way you look at it, the way that the inputs you put into it. He wants to change everything about it, bro. Okay? He wants to change everything about it by the grace of God. So yeah, guys, I want to leave it there and say, listen, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for the notification of the uploads, baby. I appreciate you. So locked, stay loaded.